Topicon, hello, I am Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic.com and welcome to all the AEW WTF moments from last night's thrilling installment of Dynamite. And bloody hell, slap my arse and call me Gertrude, does Cody Rhodes love old school WCW or what? But outside of that, we saw Chris Jericho speaking to a drone while Matt Hardy teleported his way through an entire arena. Normal business with professional wrestling, as you were. Hit the bloody intro.
WTF!
So first of all, we've got to make it a WTF moment. The announcement that happened just before Dynamite went on the air. AEW drinking rules while watching professional wrestling events. What the hell are you thinking, man? It'll never catch on. Now, no disrespect is intended here, but who the hell is that man on the couch? And more to that, why on AEW telling idiots like me who don't know who that man is on that couch, who that man is on that couch? But just like we saw in last week's Dynamite, we saw professional wrestlers gambling on professional wrestling once again, which leads me to tell you, if you at home are gambling your hard-earned earnings on professional wrestling, you're a bloody mug. And next up we have one Kenneth Omega III claiming that Jimmy Havoc has had all of 4 matches so far this year in AEW, mere minutes after that graphic there clearly shows he's had 3 and won them all. But a professional wrestling commentator clearly not having done their research before doing some commentating. I've never seen that before, and I'm also a hypocrite since I didn't know who that man was in the point earlier, but let's move on. Now we can only assume those bits from the backstage area were pre-tapes because less people were allowed in the Jacksonville, Florida area compared to last week's Dynamite. Because I was sat there watching this week's show thinking to myself, having seen last week's show, how could you have the roster members who weren't wrestling in the crowd doing some very good and funny things and then see how well those wrestlers doing the good and funny things in the crowd was received by the people watching at home and not do that again? But then as the night went on and on and on, we saw more and more and more of those backstage bits, and I was thinking, social distancing. How can putting those people from different households in a room make more sense than putting those people from different households out into the ringside area where there's a lot more room and they can space out? But then I started thinking, are they actually living together? Is that a live feed from the AEW house? But back to the point at hand, I guess we've got to make it a WTF moment. Why? After the rip-roaring success that was the people in the crowd areas of last week's show, why wouldn't you do that again? Now I know they're on the same roster as we're stood here in the year 2020, but Chris Jericho stood there backstage watching a Jimmy Havoc match, cheering on Jimmy Havoc. That's a WTF moment. And I know you might be thinking, Ross, you're talking out your arse once again. I do that every day in my life. What's new? But say those words in that order while looking at that picture there, and you dare to tell me that doesn't look and sound a little bit weird? It does, man, honestly, please. Imagine letting anybody put their hand inside your mouth in the face of what's going on in the world right now. Let alone Mr. Cody Rhodes, you roller coaster, whatever MJF used to call you, letting Jimmy Havoc, of all people, put his hand inside your mouth. Now, no offense to Jimmy Havoc here. I sat next to the man. He smells lovely, but he's a deathmatch wrestler. He's got dirty hands. And I guess I'm just making this a WTF moment because Cody, just be more careful, man. And then we saw a mardar, which is Scottish for murder, on last night's Dynamite when Kenneth Omega said about Jimmy Havoc, not one to be known for his athletic prowess. He trained to do the wrestles at NWA UK Hammerlock with the likes of Zack Sabre Jr. and bloody Finn Balor. Kenny Omega, you poodle-head savage, you. First of all, what the hell did they bleep from that fantastic Jake the Snake Roberts promo? If you know, let me know. But secondly, AEW, that fake fire, it's not fooling anybody. And according to Cody, who was speaking about that Jack the Snake promo, it's always in the pre-recorded promos where you get the daggers in. And I was thinking, what the hell, no? Hold up, because that wasn't the case during Jack the Snake's AEW debut, was it, Cody? A wise man once told me, never ever turn your back on somebody you respect or somebody you're afraid of. Turn around, mic throw, catch, boom. that was a dagger. And then we have a direct quote from Big Dick Tony Schiavone when he said the AAA Mega Championship will be decided. Jericho and Sammy Guevara plus Chris Jericho will confront Matt Hardy. Kenny's Chris's brother, Big Dick Tony Schiavone, coming out with a huge scopes. But you can see what Big Dick Tony Schiavone was going for here, of course, because Jim Ross couldn't be at this week's call on Dynamite. So all Tony was doing was making everybody feel at ease, thinking, oh, I'm actually watching Dynamite because I can hear a commentator getting a wrestler's name wrong. How homely. And now it's time for this.
Wankety wank, wankety wank. Wankety wank, wankety wank. Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
Hello and welcome back to Wankety Wank, the section of WTF Moments where you, a sexual wank faison, tweet me with something I've missed from a show, and I'll give you the credit just in case it's wrong. A big thank you goes out to TJ Gamebox for pointing out that it's a small world after all. I'm going mental. And I'm making it a huge WTF moment because Jake Hager, the life and soul of 5-star wrestling, he no-sold a paradigm shift on last night's call on Dynamite. Huh? You heard me loud and clear, Jake. You no-sold a paradigm shift, a devastating paradigm shift from Jon Moxley on last night's call on Dynamite. For Pete's sake, man, Jake, you heard us. You no-sold a paradigm shift. It's unbelievable scenes, Jeff. So next up we have Brodie Lee with his suit jacket that's a different colour to his trousers. His weird grip of a fork. His you won't eat until I have finished eating shtick. With his hatred for people sneezing. I mean, to be fair, if I was eating a lovely big fat juicy steak and somebody dared to sneeze, that mofo would be out of there quicker than I could say steak. But you package all of what I've just said together and he's Vince McMahon, isn't he? This has certainly taken a turn I did not expect to see this take. Am I the only one thinking this? Do you think Brodie Lee was just like Vince McMahon on last night's call on Dynamite? It was, oh God, it was there, wasn't it? But this whole daddy eats first thing that Cody kept on bringing up in reference to that promo package about Brodie Lee, Cody once had that on a t-shirt. It's there. What? But then Cody Rhodes, while still speaking about Brodie Lee, says how everyone here at AEW, we love the word cult around here. And I was thinking, I work for a company with cult in the name. And that's related to what he said there by nothing. Dasha Gonzalez, ringside earlier in the night, wearing a red dress. Dasha Gonzalez, backstage later in the night, wearing a purple dress. Ooh. Is this one of those dress colour based meme things come to life, or a continuity error that doesn't matter one iota? Probably the latter. Now I was thinking I was tripping balls on serious amounts of LSD when Cody Rhodes said the following about Brodie Lee. Brodie Lee has a Kevin Nash-like approach to this, the professional wrestling of course, in his agility. What? Now I love Big Sexy as much as the next mother. But if there's one thing Kevin Nash was certainly not known for a large part of his illustrious career, it was agility, Cody Rhodes. What are you trying to do to Brodie Lee? You're going to end the guy before he's got going. So we're in the midst of a massive AAA Mega Championship match and Cody Rhodes asks Big Dick Tony Schiavone, Big Dick, who's your favourite Star Trek captain? There's not like that big fight feel, is there? Now at this point in the show, we were all Brandy Rhodes, weren't we? Because at this point of the show, that horny little bastard, Sammy Guevara, was quite literally licking a layer off a sheet of card. But it would appear, to my naked ear, this made Cody Rhodes laugh uncontrollably while he was on commentary, so to steal something from Matthew, my best friend in the entire world of course, send for the man, etc. And then while that match there was going on, Cody said, what a dickhead haircut too. Now you'd think after what Sammy Guevara did to that sheet of card and what Sammy Guevara was doing to Cody's wife Brandy, you'd think that Cody was speaking about Sammy Guevara and that weird quaff thing he's got going on. But when Kenny Omega is in the same match, a dickhead haircut? Who was he talking about? And then we got a huge scoop once again from Cody Rhodes, as this time he let us know that Aubrey Edwards has heat inside of the AEW locker room. And of course, just like you at home, I guess, I was left asking, from whom? I mean, if you know, let me know. And if you don't know, just post a random rumour on the interweb and let's try and fool those dirty sheets. Haha. Now, was anybody else watching that room of fully grown screaming adults and thinking to themselves, Kip Sabian, man, get your little dog out there. The poor little thing doesn't have to deal with all that nonsense in there, man, you cruel bugger. Well, he is a heel. I don't know what I'm saying. First name Van, last name God, second last name One. Now, we heard this during the broadcast, but first of all, Chris Jericho's lips, they were not moving. Second of all, it wasn't loud enough to have come from one of the commentators. So the question I'm asking right here and right now is, who the hell said that? Because it was good. And then we have Chris Jericho speaking to a drone. That's the moment. He told that drone right to its face, if a drone even has a face, of course, that Chris Jericho does not appreciate said drone sharing his political views on social media. He asked that drone to join his club, and then when that drone rejected, easy for me to say, his advances, he called that drone a son of a bitch. I love, with all my heart, professional wrestling. Fantastic scenes. Now, we all know that Matt Hardy's shape-shifting, teleporting, whatever you want to call it, through an arena is expected. He's broken Matt Hardy, he's a vessel, and all that malarkey. But look at when the screenshot changes the position of Chris Jericho's head. Chris Jericho can do the same teleporting, shape-shifting, whatever you want to call it, that Matt Hardy can, and that is unbelievable. It would appear that Le Champion is Le Broken / Woken. Is one for French, I don't know what I'm doing here. And then we have Matt Hardy calling Chris Jericho a hole of the ass. And I'm taking that one. I'm using that one in future. And I guess we've got to make it a WTF moment. The things advertised for the next Dynamite that didn't actually happen on the next Dynamite. It's clear that things were taken out of the people in power's hands. But still, if there have been, let us know. Because I was sad not to see those things. Because, of course, I'm a selfish professional wrestling fan. And that's it for your WTF moments from this week's Dynamite. I've been Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic.com. Thank you for being a sexual wank faisant. It was good once again, wasn't it? Call me a shill all you want, but in this day and age, you've got to call a spade a spade. And once again, this AEW Dynamite spade was a very good spade. I cannot wait to get out this flat.